Let me tell you the story of Damodar Lila that talks about how Lord Krishna came to be known as Damodar. It is one of the sweetest childhood Leelas of Gopal. Nand Maharaj had an exceptional breed of cows that were fed flavoured grass to get sweet aromatic milk, and Mother Yashoda churned out butter from this milk exclusively for Krishna. One day, she decided to stir out extremely good quality butter so that Krishna would not go out stealing it from others' homes. While churning the milk, Mother Yashoda was humming songs that lyrically described the playful activity of Krishna. The melody of her voice had infused bliss in the atmosphere. It felt like an adolescence cuddling the early monsoon showers. There was music in the air that got richer with the sound of Mother Yashoda's earrings tinkling and the clattering of her gold bangles. Little Krishna, who was enjoying his slumber, was awakened by the ecstatic nature. His tiny feet were drawn towards the divine voice of his mother. He sauntered in the direction of Mother Yashoda, where she was churning out butter. He grabbed the stirrer and stopped her. She instantly understood that her Gopal was hungry and needed attention. Mother Yashoda embraced Krishna with affection and offered her milk to him. Krishna squeezed into his mother's lap and started to suckle. Mother Yashoda stayed riveted on little Krishna, admiring the brilliance of his innocence. Suddenly, a sound distracted Mother Yashoda. She looked in that direction and saw that the milk she had put on for heating had started to boil. Reacting to the situation, Mother Yashoda put Krishna down and rushed to attend to it. This offended Krishna and he got angry with Mother Yashoda. An upset Krishna thought of teaching a lesson to his mother. He picked up few stones and flung them at the pot, shattering it into pieces.
Krishna, the butter thief, is a naughty little boy. For the milk and the butter and the curds he steals, giving gopis lots of joy. Come, oh, friends of mine, to taste this butter divine. We'll break the pots and make them fall. Oh, let's all have a ball. Krishna, the butter thief, is a naughty little Krishna go. Tappa tappa tap tap, tappa tappa tap, all the butters on the floor. There must have been some magic in those little eyes of his. For when my Yashoda looks at him, her anger turns to bliss.
Krishna collected some butter and went away to savor it alone. When Mother Yashoda returned, she found Krishna missing. He had left behind a mess of broken pot and butter, scattered and splattered all over. She had no problem in understanding the reason behind this mischievous act of Krishna. And she knew that Krishna was hiding somewhere and was too afraid to come out, so she decided to look out for him. Mother Yashoda collected the pieces of the broken pot and cleaned the butter off the floor, and then she grabbed the stick and started to search. Mother Yashoda trailed the tiny footprints soiled in butter and soon found Krishna. He was perched on a grinding machine feeding butter to the monkeys. The rapturous monkeys were relishing the treat. They expressed their gratitude by performing graceful acrobatics on the branches of the trees, enthralling Krishna with their amazing agility. Krishna was enjoying every moment with these animals, but he was also being careful by looking around for Mother Yashoda. He peeked over his shoulder every now and then, just to make sure that everything was all right for him. Mother Yashoda managed to find Krishna, and she stealthily approached him from behind. Spotting the stick in her hand, the monkey started to flee in all directions. Krishna also joined the stampede as he ran in fear of his mother. She chased him around the courtyard and everywhere. Soon, Mother Yashoda was exhausted and the fatigue started to show in her. She began to sweat profusely. The flowers in her hair rolled down. She struggled to keep her sari in place and her steps faltered. The sight of his struggling mother was too heartrending for Krishna to bear, so he let her catch him. No sooner Krishna was caught, he started crying and his tears washed down his kajal. It got worse when he rubbed his eyes, thus smearing the kajal all over his adorable face. He admitted stealing the butter, but begged Mother Yashoda not to beat him. Yashoda's heart softened with affection. She realized that Krishna was scared of the stick in her hand, hence she threw it away. She decided to punish Krishna in order to prevent him from indulging in any other mischievous prank in the future. Krishna's punishment was to stay tied to the grinding machine so he could not play with his friends. But every time Yashoda attempted to tie Krishna to the machine, the rope fell short by 2 fingers. She went on joining the ropes together till the time she had exhausted all the ropes in the house, but on every occasion the length fell short by 2 fingers. The gopis in the neighborhood came running to help Mother Yashoda, but they too were left amazed. this was extremely amazing for Yashoda, but her endurance was waning. Krishna, realizing the agony of his mother, decided to give in, and incredibly, the length of the rope was found to be just perfect. He was finally tied to the grinding machine, and Yashoda went back to take care of the household affairs. Since that day, Krishna is fondly remembered as Damodar, one whose waist is tied with the rope of his devotees' love. The devotees celebrate this Leela by offering lamps to Lord Krishna and by singing the enchanting Damodar Ashtakam. Come, let's sing it together.
Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Vrajamana Yashoda Piyolukala Davamana Param Rishtamatyanta Tozruta Gopya Sudanta Muhur Netra Yugmam Rijantam Karam Bhuja Yugmena Satanka Netra Muhushvasakam Patri Rekha Kanta Sita Graivam Damodaram Bhakti Badam Iti Drikshvalila Birananda Kunde Swagosham Nimajantam Akyapayantam Adiyeshita Geshu Bhaktajitatvam Guna Premadasyam Sata Vritti Vande Varam Deva Moksham Na Moksha Vadirma Nachanyam Rineham Varisharapiha Idam Deva Purnata Gopala Balam Sada Me Manasya Virastam Kimanye Idam Te Mukham Bojam Atyanta Nilair Vitam Kundalai Snigdha Raktasya Gopya Bhushum Vitam Bimba Raktadaram Me Manasya Virastamalam Laksha
far from Krishna were two huge Arjuna trees. They were in reality Nala Kuvera and Manigriva, two sons of Kuvera, the treasurer of the demigods. In their previous life, they had insulted the great sage Narad by coming before him intoxicated and naked. Out of compassion for their fallen condition, Narad cursed them to become trees for thousands of years and thereafter be liberated from their bondage by Sri Krishna himself. On seeing the two Arjuna trees, Krishna decided to do some more mischief. He crawled towards the twin trees with a grinding mortar dragging behind him. Although Krishna managed to pass between the trees, the grinding mortar stuck. As Krishna tugged at the rope binding it, two huge trees came crashing down. Out of the fallen trees came two personalities shining like fire. They bowed down before Krishna and offered prayers to him. They then circumambulated him and returned to their heavenly abode.
O cause of all causes, Supreme Personality, you are our Savior eternally. We bow to you, O Damodar. We'll sing of your glories forever. We bow to you, O Damodar. We'll sing of your glories forever.
Nand Maharaj and other inhabitants of Gokul, on hearing the sound of the crashing trees, came running out. Nand Maharaj untied Krishna and freed him. The elderly gopis picked him up and showered him with kisses. Thus ends the most enchanting story of Krishna, the butter thief.